is the Wells Library District Staff Intranet. FRED stands for the Friendly Resource for Employee Data. I'm going to take just a minute here and highlight some of the key features of FRED. You'll notice here in the center we have the Weld Informed. That is our weekly newsletter, and the table of contents scroll. By clicking on this, it will launch the actual newsletter itself. You have the daily scrolling news, which can be posted if you want to see something out there. Talk to your manager. They can post information that's applicable to the district there. You have word of the day, quote of the day, and then scrolling pictures of staff and items here at the district. We have KPI, which stands for Key Performance Indicators, and if you click on this, you will see graphs and data and statistics that are frequently referenced by the district. We have the chatter box. Be aware of the chatter box. This is where you can submit anonymous questions or inquiries that typically are responded to within the Weld Informed. So if you do post something through the chatter box, you'll want to keep an eye on the Weld Informed where the answers are typically posted. We're linked to the strategic plan, and then the My Library homepage. On the navigation buttons, you have forms, information about your job, My Department, which we'll come back to in a second, calendars. These are calendars that you can open in Outlook for reserving items such as projectors and so forth. Contacts allows you to search for staff phone numbers and such. You have the ability in Contacts, FYI, to post information about yourself. So if I search for my name, Susan, a little slow right now because we are recording, but you'll see there's Susan. It pulls up my link, and by hovering over my name, you'll see here over this I for information, you can see the information I put in about myself. To add information about yourself, you simply click on your name and type in what you would like to share with the staff. So the final section to look at on FRED is this My Department tab. You'll notice that you do have to log in to this section of FRED. The reason being is this is accessible from the intranet. This takes you to a site called fred.sharepointspace.com. Again, if you type that in from home, you'll be prompted for the login and can access this particular portion of FRED. You have links to all the department pages, and each area you can create discussion threads, add announcements, share documents, procedures, policies, what have you. Note the must-know announcements are key data items all staff should be aware of, so do take a minute to look at all the must-know announcements. Additionally, know that you have the ability to post information out here. I'll take you to the information technology section as an example, where we do again have announcements and lots of materials for your use. How to use remote access, web reports, how to submit work orders are out here. Lots of information available. So do take time to peruse FRED as a whole and know what you can do out there. A final comment, a lot of people ask us, and we'll talk about shares in a different section, ask us what should I post on FRED and why should I use FRED instead of a share? Do not post sensitive information out on this FRED SharePoint areas just because it is an internet accessible service and one not hosted by the district. Want to make sure that if there were an issue that the public would not have access to sensitive information. So typically that's the rule of thumb. And since most of our documents are not sensitive, we see a lot of people tending to lean towards posting all items on these FRED areas, which is absolutely great. So thank you. If you have any questions about FRED, please contact your manager or the IT department.